Beer, 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 beer all in my belly. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Brewski, for Advent Day number 18. Is it 18? No, it's not. Today's beer review number 19. And with 19, it means we only have about 6 days till Christmas? 6 days? 6 days till Christmas. 5 days till Christmas Eve. So this box is definitely getting a lot lighter than when it first started. And then when we first started. So let's get ready and let's crack open the box and see what we have for today. Alright, number 19. Where is it here? There we go. Oh, there it is. Right in the top left corner. So we're going to crack that open and see what we got today. Woo, number 19. I know there wasn't a video yesterday. Well, it's because where the hell did this? What the fuck? Okay. There's no beer in here. It must have fallen or something. Uh-oh. Anything in number 9 here? Oh, it has fallen. Okay, with a bit of surgery needing to be done because the beers all fell through from 19 and then 22 fell all the way down to the bottom of the case. Had to do a little bit of surgery, but here's number 19's because I cheated and I looked on the Craft Beer Imports Instagram page and I found out that we're today for the 19th we're having the Sound Brewery Baltic Porter, the black lager. Baltic Porter black lager. Now I'm confused because what is it? Is it a porter or is it a black lager? We're going to find out, hopefully. 7.8% ABV. And any IBUs listed here? None that I can find, but it is made in product of USA. Viking Way, NW, Pospo, WA. What's WA? Washington? Washington, that makes sense to me, but we're gonna find out. I don't remember all the lettering units for the states, so that's all right. We'll do some searching about this. All right, let's get back to the table and see how this beer tastes. All right, now that we're back at the table, we can crack into this Baltic Porter Black Lager from the Sound Brewing Company out in Washington, USA, the state of Washington, on Viking Way. Alright, 7.8% alcohol by volume. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this has turned out to be. One thing that I am a little confused on is that, so style is a black lager, but it's called a Baltic Porter, so some people might get a little confused, but it's where you just do a little bit of research and you find your answer. So, pouring it into our Osthaus chalice style glass. Let's see what we got. Definitely gonna be black, because it's a black lager. We're gonna pour about that much in, just so I have some to sip on after the review. Looking at the beer, it is thoroughly black, and a nice, almost mocha, deep tan colored head on there as well. Not too much in that particular pour, but still quite nice. But holy crap, yeah, you can't see anything through this beer. Nothing there. Nothing there, nothing anywhere, just blackness. At the very bottom in the little dip here in the glass, it looks a bit more deep brown, but it's quite black for the beer itself. So, I'm going to stick my nose in this and see what we got for aromas. I'm getting a lot of molasses, for sure, a ton of molasses. Some sweet malts and like coffee, but like a lot of cream in the coffee. Not just straight black coffee, and maybe a slight hint of chocolate. But more just like molasses and sort of like a sweet sugariness to it. So, with that said, let's take a sip and then we'll cheers. Okay. Okay. Not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It sort of flips itself almost in from the aromas to the actual taste. The aromas, you get a lot of sweet molasses, slight, very slight coffee. Very slight chocolate, but more of a cream, like a heavy creamed coffee. In the aromas, but when you sip it, you get a lot less sweet molasses flavor, in my opinion, and you get more of a black iced coffee sort of flavor, which is neat. That's weird how that happens. You just smell sweet molasses, and then you get more black iced coffee on the sip. Still really nice. Nothing super special. Nothing so far that has really stood out to me, but that's why we're going to keep sipping and see what else happens. So, cheers everybody. Merry Christmas. Sweetness is there, the molasses. It's more in the back. Not as heavy as what you get on the nose, at least. But yeah, that black iced coffee, I'm thinking it like Tim Hortons iced coffee or Starbucks iced coffee, just straight black. That's sort of similar. Not exactly the same, but same sort of style I'm getting from this beer in the flavor profile description, personally. I do actually quite enjoy this. There's not much of an alcohol bite at all, if any. Not too much of a chocolate note either. Maybe like a super dark chocolate is where you're getting most of the bitteriness from, I know. There is actually a tiny touch of alcohol-y bite to it in the back, but that more blends with a super bitter dark chocolate than anything else. So let's see what the bottle has to say for this. Looking at it, really plain looking in my opinion, sort of a light baby blue white background with very orange highlights of some logos here, and Sound Brewing in a very nice cursive writing. So not the most, nicest looking can or nicest looking label on a bottle, but what can you do? To each their own. So yeah, like it says, Baltic Porter Black Lager by Sound Brewery out in Washington, 355 mLs, 7.8% alcohol by volume. They have the government warning from the Surgeon General about, pregnant women not drinking, and also don't drive a car when you drink, idiot. And on the other side, just the Sound Brewing LLC, their address, and return for refund where applicable. No brewed on date that I can find, and also no IBUs or any description. So, don't really know much about this beer coming off the bottle, which is a little disappointing. But there's a website, and I'm sorry to say, but this website is actually super basic. It looks not that professional, in my opinion. Very boring. They have food menu, tasting room, beer to go, contact us, and home. And they do have a current tap list where it lists all their beers that they have on tap, apparently. But you can't click them individually and maybe find out more about that particular beer. So here they do have Baltic Porter coming in at 7.8% ABV. They say it's a black lager, but nothing else. Same as on the bottle. No description of the beer, no IBUs, no malts, no hops that are used in here, no food pairings or description like I said earlier, nothing. So it's a big mystery beer in my opinion. Kind of a bummer, because it is a really nice beer. It's nothing super amazing, but it does have some nice qualities to it. Another reason why it gets me really confused between being called the name of the beer is Baltic Porter, and then having the style as a black lager, is that it tastes more like a porter than other black lagers I've had. Because with black lagers, yeah, they're darker and they're more coffeeier and a little sort of ish chocolatey, not really, but they still have that base of a lager that you can get hints of in my personal palate. This is more porter like, where it's a lot more coffee than anything. But still, very nice. Carbonation's perfect, more on the low end of things, which is great, and also very smooth. Not the super smoothest, but also not the thickest either. It's a nice medium to heavy bodied beer for sure. But still, quite enjoyable to drink on a nice winter's day, not even like today. Today was 5 degrees, and it was sort of drizzling in the morning. It was a blah looking day, but whatever. Still, great time to enjoy a beer. Looking like we're down on our final sip, so we'll finish this up and get right to ratings. Cheers, everybody. It's not bad. I like that iced coffee flavour that I'm getting off it with that nice bit of molasses-y sweetness, but then ending off with a sort of a very dark chocolate bitterness of it. Also, I think it's due to the alcohol content in it, but goes well with dark chocolate nonetheless. So, rating for the beer. You know what? For the beer, for its flavor, it's good. Not super exciting, nothing crazy, but it is still darn good. I gotta give the beer itself a 7.5 out of 10. And as for the presentation, it is lackluster, to say the least. There's no information on the bottle or the website. The website is looks pretty unprofessionally done. They need to work on that for sure. So, with the lack of immense information, also the very, in my opinion, bland and boring logo, I gotta give presentation for this beer like a 3 out of 10. It was not good at all. Very disappointed and kind of sad, because it's a nice beer and they need to promote their beer themselves, either on their bottles or at least on their website, where people can, click something and see what you have to say about your own stuff, and there's none of that. And there's a lack of information, no brewed on or best before date either, and it just saddens me. It's not that great. So 7.5 for the beer itself, 3 out of 10 for the overall presentation of bottle, label, and also website. So with all that said, that wraps it up for day 19 of the Beer Advent Calendar. That'll do it for me, Maple Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Merry Christmas.